Hoy la cosa se puso buena. El gozo corre por mi vena. Vamos a olvidarnos de la pena. Esta fiesta nadie la frena. Sin parar. Porque traímos bomba para fincar. Y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Porque traímos bomba para fincar. Y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Yo, mucha sal, mucha sal. De los que hablan con la L que hacen entrada hasta el final. Un creyente boricua con bomba para fincar. En medio de la tormenta gozando voy a brincar. Yo, llámate a Elena, a Orlando y a Luca. Traigo palabras que nunca caduca. Al enemigo le tumbe.
Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Royals and the Oakland A's. A's baseball is on the air. Next. James Kaprielian gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he can be really tough to hit.
Ready now is Whit Merrifield, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for Kansas City, the second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And underway from Oakland as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 107.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The first baseman, Carlos.
A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Sal Perez is definitely a guy to watch right now. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
So now Carlos Santana, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 10 home runs and 36 RBIs. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And this will be fouled away. The next 0-2. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. No balls and one strike. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Salvador Perez.
And up steps Salvador Perez. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. 281 the average entering play. 16 homers and 42 runs batted in. The 1-0 is a low changeup that's laid off.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
2-0 count. The pitch squared that one up just a little late.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with two guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location, right down the middle, but he got away with it.
Now the 2-1.
That's ball three.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Santana on second. Benintendi at first. One gone. And he misses with that one. Ball four, and that's going to load the bases now with still only one away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with two men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Next up, Kelvin Gutierrez. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First pitch on its way.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he wants to get that curveball down or he's going to get hurt.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Hit hard to third, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel to the ball right there, able to get that one through, and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fouled away. Oh, here's a drive into the gap in right center as he comes through with extra bases. 1 run is scored. Perez scores. The relay throw to third will not be in time. It's a 3-run triple, and they've pushed the lead up to 4.
The center fielder.
Yeah, and I'm sure the pitcher's talking to himself on the mound, too. And I can't blame him. He's responsible for loading the bases, and he just served up a pitch that absolutely got roped for a bases-clearing triple. 1 swing, 3 runs.
Here's Gerard Dyson as he'll take a look at ball 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
That's ball 2.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
4 runs here in this half inning. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. Now another 2-2. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Cam Gallagher. And a great chance here for Kansas City to add on in just the first inning. From the stretch, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Possibly a double play ball now for Andrus. To second for 1. On to Moreland, and they roll 2 to end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Royals 4. The A's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Brady Singer will be the starter for the Royals in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
So stepping in is Tony Kemp. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he takes ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 home. Now a swinging bunt.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Next up for the A's, Matt Chapman. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Well, I'll tell you, he doesn't look very comfortable on this mound right now. This mound isn't the same one that he pitches at home. I know they all look the same, but they're not all the same.
Outside, 3-0 now.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the walk.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike 1.
If he's able to dot that sinker down and away and execute that pitch all day, you're going to see a lot of weak contact, and the infield defense is going to be on its toes.
Now he sends a high, deep drive toward the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
Hey, not too many guys in the game have the strength to take a breaking ball and drive it out the other way. I know that one sliced just a little bit foul, but he's got to feel good about where his swing is right now.
And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Batting third.
With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Matty, this lineup finds himself in the hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at-bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Matt Olson comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A little bouncer. Runners on first with one down. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Dozier moving back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So 2 down and a runner at first. And that'll bring up a former Gold Glover, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
1-0 pitch on the way.
Count 1 and 2.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They trail here 4-0. Second inning set to go, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Nicky Lopez.
Nicky.
First delivery to him. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Fouled off. Oh, and 2. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter number 50, second baseman, with Merrifield.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. Now here's the first offering. On the ground to the right side. Scooped up. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out. Here's Carlos Santana now, and maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Strike one to start the at-bat. And that's down into left center for a base hit. You can relate, Dan, so what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. Popped him up. Moreland has room in foul territory. And that's the third out. Royals leave one, but they're in front 4-0. And now in the box, Sean Murphy. And they've got some work to do early on, down 4-0 already.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at-bat at a time.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Outside, 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Here's the 2-1 home. Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone, 2-2. And there's a base hit on the line.
That's a big knock right there for his confidence. He had seen it. You're walking to the plate. You know your average had dipped below 220 for the first time in a long time. Nice AB.
At the plate now, Seth Brown, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Brown is almost surely going to receive an invite to the All-Star game, as he currently leads all right fielders in fan votes.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game right now.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
And that brings up Chad Pinder as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Two and 0 the count to the A's left fielder. Two and 1 after the foul ball there.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Oh, and he misses it. There's Merrifield. Runner at first with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Elvis Andrus. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here it comes now to Andrus. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Liner in there for a base hit. The relay, just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. So now to the plate, number 29, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The 1-0 home. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit back toward the mound. And that's through into center field, base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, D'Lo, talk about so close, but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
Stepping in now, Tony Kemp, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Remember, he was hit by a pitch to kick off the home first. It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp. 2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 2 full. It's the Royals 4 and the A's 2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Salvador Perez. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. Now the first pitch. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
And they start the third inning the way they finished off the first two, doing damage. As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his numbers since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
In now, Kelvin Gutierrez. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Gutierrez could find himself a member of the All-Star squad this year. He's had a nice season, currently second in fan votes at third base.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Now it'll be Hunter Dozier. In his first trip, tripled and cleared the bases.
Hopefully that triple is the kick he needed to get him out of this slump. Got to feel real good to hit one hard and be able to run like that.
Pitch swung on and missed the throw. It's offline, but he's out. Gunned down trying to swipe the base.
Well, it's pretty frigid out there, and I don't know the science behind it, but it seems pretty difficult to get the full speed when it's this cold. Hard to say, but maybe that had a little bit to do with that caught stealing.
Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution...
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Royals bats are quiet there, but they still lead this one 4-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Matt Chapman. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. High chopper to third, and quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. And that'll bring up Matt Olson. Popped him up. Gutierrez shading to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the top of inning number 4. Royals out in front, 4-2. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Mike Matheny talked with me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and into bat next, the speedy Gerard Dyson.
Dyson.
First pitch on its way. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2.
Woo! That was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
At the plate, Cam Gallagher. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. Drives it out to deep right center field. Center fielder on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting.
So next to bat will be Nicky Lopez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. You can relate, Dan. So what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
With Merrifield next to bat, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Two balls and no strikes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Kansas City as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. In at the plate is Sean Murphy.
Leading off for the A's, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
Now here's the first offering. As they'll watch a sinker here that misses, it's ball 1. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 1-1. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Well, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Standing in now, Seth Brown. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now here comes the Royal skipper up the stairs on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Kyle Zimmer enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. To the plate now, Chad Pinder, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 0-2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
The 1-2. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat, and it's fouled away. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that. Into the box, number 29. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Swing and a liner. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second.
Hey, with that base hit right there, that's his 3rd run batted into the game. Yeah, he's the reason, Dan, they're even in this one to begin with. He's kept his team together with a great approach, finding his third RBI of the day.
Into the box now, Tony Kemp, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Comes set, the 0-1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Fouled away. He's set. The 2-2. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 5-4 game.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. No hits to this point. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. 3 runs already home here. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
He's set, and the pitch.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Two down, runners at first and second. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. One and 2. Here it is.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
The 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Payoff pitch on its way. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Number 17 for him on the season, and they double him up. It's 8-4.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Wade Davis is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
The batter, the first baseman, Mitch.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Now the pitch.
Count is 2-1.
Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. This is pulled into right. Dozier is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the plate. 3 of them on this 3-run home run. We're through 4. It's now 8-4. Ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. Here's the first pitch to him, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
Fouled off. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. Oye como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. Number 11 for him on the season, as it's now an 8-5 ball game.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
Stepping in now, Andrew Benintendi. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. Right side. Moreland's there. And he's safe. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Perez tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Next to hit, Kelvin Gutierrez. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pinder is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Next to hit is Hunter Dozier. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. From the stretch, and that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Don't make your manager be the bad guy in this situation. I know you struggled a little bit right here, but you got to find a way to get through this 5th inning and qualify for that win.
And the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. And he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball.
When it rains, it pours sometimes, and it's a downpour right now. First an error and now a pass ball. They really need to clean it up and start taking care of the baseball.
And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. But not before they answer back here with a solo home run. Bottom of the fifth coming up. It's the A's 8 and the Royals 5. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Sean Murphy. First delivery to him. Now a fastball, a bit too low here. It's ball one. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Now the 1-0. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
At the plate, Seth Brown, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
1 out, nobody on. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
The 2-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Digging in will be Chad Pinder. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. 0-1 the count. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Ranging back is Dyson to the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're on top by 3, 8-5. Birch Smith takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Into the box, Gerard Dyson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The center fielder, number 1.
First offering.
Dyson.
Nope, that's the ball.
And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Hit down the third baseline. Chapman brings it in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The catcher, number
Digging
36.
in now for Kansas City, Cam Gallagher. Here's the first pitch to him. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. And he falls behind now, 2-0. And he has a cut at that one, but misses. 2-1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Bases are empty, one man out. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the sixth inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
In now, Nicky Lopez. As he'll take a look at ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
And that one yanked just foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he pops it up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Here he comes again. 1-2. That's popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
It's the best competition in all of sport, the pitcher against the batter right there. He fouled off multiple pitches, refused to go down. Not only did he get a knock, but he ran some pitch total up too.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And he misses with it. 1-1. Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
One and 2, here it comes. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 1-2 pitch. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Royals lead 1. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Here it comes now to Andrus, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Andrus in an 0-2 hole here.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled away. Here it comes, 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Striding in for Oakland, number 29. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First pitch on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
3-2 pitch. Hit to short. He's got it. Throw will get him at first, and Davis is looking good here. 2 gone. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Tony Kemp coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
The 0-1 delivery. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. A's are gone in order. They're on top by 3, 8-5. Cam Bedrosian is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Digging in, the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He went deep last time up.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind in the count, sits on something off speed or the breaking ball.
First offering on its way. Right side, but it's well foul. One and one.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
The 1-1. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd, a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Left side, but well foul. Here's another 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left field.
One man gone now for KC in the 7th. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope. Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. Bedrosian has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Smoke toward the hole. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out. So here's the Royals DH, Salvador Perez. He enters this at bat, 1 for 2 with a walk. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Here's the 3-0. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder is on the run, but this will land untouched. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
New pitcher set to take over now. It's the right-hander Sergio Romo that gets the call. Kelvin Gutierrez will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Kansas City. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Jake Brentz gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th. Bottom of the inning now, and that means Matt Chapman will dig into the plate.
Matt Chapman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Here it comes on 0-2. Drilled right back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed.
Matt Olson will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. He's set and the pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. Fouled off. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Grounder down the line at third. The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard towards the hole, and that's through for a hit. Dozier brings it in, and that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
The 1-0.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
First and second here with nobody out. 3 balls and a strike to count to Moreland.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting at fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
So now here is Sean Murphy. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Gloved by Santana. One there. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come into score from third.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
At the plate now, Seth Brown. as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
A little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
So here is Chad Pinder trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. From the stretch.
0-1.
0-1 count and the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A runner on first with 2 away. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
2 out with the man at first. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. A payoff pitch one more time. High in the air out to center field. Dyson finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 8th inning coming up. The A's lead this one 10-5. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up Hunter Dozier.
The right fielder, Hunter Dozier.
Here's the first pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 home is a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him as they've cut this deficit down to 4.
That wasn't the plan. You just have a meeting with your pitching coach to go over some strategy, and all of a sudden you throw one and it leaves the ballpark.
Now batting, the center fielder, Gerard
To the plate now, Gerard Dyson. As he runs up to bunt but can't make contact. That's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Next to stand in is Cam Gallagher. First pitch on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pinder will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Stepping in once again is Nicky Lopez. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Andrus fields it cleanly. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. But a run for the Royals here in the inning, and it came on this home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the A's 10 and the Royals 6. Josh DeMont is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop Elvis Andrus.
Elvis Andrus.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Dyson's there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Next to dig in, number 29. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First delivery to him. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Into the concrete staircases and gone. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Into the box now, Tony Kemp. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
3-0 to him now. Into the windup and the pitch. And that's low, ball 4.
Up next for Oakland, the third baseman, Matt.
So now into the box is Matt Chapman, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
No balls and a strike to count. A 1 pitch on its way. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Into the box, Matt Olson. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
All even now, 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Royals. It's the A's 11 and the Royals 6. Yusmeiro Petit comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Whit Merrifield, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. First offering. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 home. Runs up and gets this one down. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Now to bat, Carlos Santana. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and a borderline call, Matty. I don't know. I got to feel like he's got to build a rapport with this umpire, this AB. See how far he'll go in or out. He can't allow himself to go down looking again.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Now here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him. The
2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. And it's fouled away.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. 1 out, nobody on. On the ground up the middle. Andrus has it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Next, here is Andrew Benintendi. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. He's set. Here it comes. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Up top, it's 2-0.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood and a broken bat.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Now here's the pitch.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
KC down to their final strike in this one. Fouled away. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Another one sent foul. Fouled off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And that's going to be your final out here. And the A's will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. 11-6 the final score in this ball game. The A's posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. James Kaprielian with his 4th win this season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First, for the victorious Athletics, 11 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For Kansas City, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.